Hey, call it whatever you want. She's trolling.
You got the only dog that knows the Cobra Clutch. Be in the back taking deer. Just
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
No, but you ever had those dinners that you could tell when you put this on the table, you're like, hey man, we ain't got much.
Look, just do those loaves of garlic bread, and you put it on the table and cut it up. And everybody cut their own piece. Like nah. two fingers. That's all you get. 2 fingers.
Yeah,
you got 3.
You ever seen people when they're like, okay, so this is we're gonna go like a little more ritzier, but you got like a cheese board, and everybody's slicing off part of the cheese, and somebody slices off a giant block, and you're like, this motherfucker.
That's all you get. Don't touch no more.
I know you be looking at them from across the table, you be like, this motherfucker is greedy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was Gasol.
Well, look how big he was.
Yeah, but you know those breakfast sausages like we used to get from Friendly's?
The patties?
No, there's like the links, the little sausage links.
Okay, yeah.
And so we used to get those all the time, and we'd be having them at the house and stuff like that. He'd come over, and you just have heat warm some of them up in a pan or in a microwave, bowl of rice. It's snack, or if that's lunch.
Yeah,
motherfucker, we eat 1 sausage per bite, and I'd be like, motherfucker, we got finite sausages here, and you out here just doing whole mouth in it.
Look, Gasol's a big dude. I mean, I don't know how big he is now because obviously I'm much bigger now, so he might not be that big to be like I used to be. But he said 1 sausage per bite. That's fucked up.
Right. The thing is, he would eat that shit vertically. You ever see? You push it in his mouth, that shit fold like a manila folder and just go right in. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh man. Oh, terrible.
You're sliding that shit in. Oh my God. I had never seen nobody eat meat like that. I was like, bruh. So has anybody ever taught you how to eat a sausage? I know we ain't, experts in it, but clear, if you look at the shape, there's clear, ways to chomp on this motherfucker.
So cut it in half, scoop it over a spoon of rice, and keep it going.
No, okay. So like a hot Italian sausage, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you get 1 link. How many slices do you get off that link?
Are you talking like a bratwurst style?
No, well, yeah, bratwurst style, but like those hot Italian sausages that you get like Stop and Shop, come in like 5 or 6 a pack.
Okay, I think so.
It's like they're like bratwurst style, but sometimes they're small or longer. But average style. How many slices you getting off that?
If I'm slicing it, because normally I put it either between a hot hamburger bun or cut it in half, make it into a sandwich.
Yeah.
But if I'm cutting a piece off, maybe 4.
Okay. I usually do about 6.
Okay.
I slice it into 6. Well, before we get more into this food talk, welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
It's the boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta. What's going on?
All right. So the reason why I bring that up is because, certain sausages when I was eating, or when I was younger, there was some that you put in between bread and eat it like a sandwich, hot dog, show you that. And some, those were the expensive kind. Like, no. You're not having 1 whole sausage to yourself. Okay.
That's what I tell my girls. You don't get 1 whole sausage. I gotta pass this around. It's community property over here. God damn it.
I was listening to Theo Von the other day. He said his shit is shaped like a candy corn. It's shaped like the piece that floats back down to the earth after the spaceship goes.
Theo Von needs some help, yo, I swear.
Bro, I want to know how his mind thinks.
Look, man, he was somebody that video you sent me. Yeah, you meet somebody's dog and it lets you rub it. You're a straight pedophile, and man, I love that shit. Yes, you sit there, let me rub you. I was like, whoa, you do need some help.
He goes, make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. Please.
Oh man.
Okay, but so the thing with Theo Von is that it's a specific kind of humor. Like it's very I want to say it's very brotherly. You don't get when he talks, like he talks in a way that makes you feel like you guys got a close relationship because he doesn't just. There's some people out there that watch their words, and then someone like him that just no filter, he just kind of says what's on his mind, and you just be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
and that's kind of what happened in this movie because when I was watching it, I was like, what the fuck brought all these people here to make this movie?
I thought the same thing.
Now, I mean, I saw an interview with Peter Dinklage a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of days ago, and he was talking about like how movies like this reminded him of the movies that he liked when he was growing up, like 48 Hours, what is it, Logan's Run, like all these like smaller, just road trip kind of movies. The ones that just don't look like they cost that much.
Yeah.
Do you have any of those like 80s style, like, two people in a camera kind of movies that you like?
Before we get started, can we announce the movie?
Well, I mean, you the brother on the podcast, so how about you announce it?
I'm just saying, movie is called Brothers, so to speak, on Prime, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Starring Josh Brolin and Peter Dinklage.
Yep. And a bunch of other people.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Brandon Fraser's in it.
Marissa Tomei. Marissa Tomei was in it. Fucking the girl, the girl from Yellowstone with the heavy accent.
Okay, I haven't watched Yellowstone, so I don't know.
She played their mom when they was younger.
Gotcha. But yeah, the movie is Brothers that we just watched.
And it's a smaller movie. It's like it's one of those movies that it looks like you could probably make in a weekend.
Yeah.
Like do you like I say all the time, these are the kind of movies I like because again, this is one of those ones where you don't get to hide behind the special effects. You don't get to hide behind like the what is it, the shortcuts or the tricks that you can use to make a movie seem good. It's just about the story and the acting.
Okay.
So what do you have like movies like that are your go-to?
A go-to. Would you consider this like a slapstick comedy?
I would, yeah, but maybe. No, yeah, maybe it's a slapstick comedy. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like slapstick comedy. Yeah, maybe because like Tommy Boy.
Okay. I don't think I have a go-to. Not for comedies like this. That, I don't mind watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the movie compared to me, you ever seen Logan Lucky?
I know of it. That's with fucking Channing Tatum and fucking James Bond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, what's his name? I think Adam Shriver, something like that.
Oh, Adam Driver.
I did. Okay, there you go.
Fucking what's his name? Fucking the bad guy from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I was watching another. I want to say I was watching another like clip, and they was talking about him. God damn! They said he looked like someone tried to draw someone else from memory. It's like that's what he looks like. I forget who it was, but like you look like someone tried to draw this guy from memory, and I was like, God damn, that's a good ass fucking insult.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I bring that one up because I actually thought that was a good movie. Like nothing over the top, just a story about them trying to rob NASCAR. Yeah, and there's some funny parts in the movie, but it's almost like they weren't trying to be funny, even though they wrote the movie, I guess, to be funny. Yeah, the way it's been acted out was almost like country backwood hick people in the way they talk and everything. Just certain parts, like when his arm, I know you seen the movie, but Adam Driver's arm gets sucked off because he with the war, so his arm is fake, and he gets sucked to the machine. And he just stops and says, "You just sucked off my arm." He's like, "Get you another one, come on." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, okay, so it's like humor where it's like it's played straight, but like it's just a funny thing.
Yeah.
I like that kind of humor. I felt like, and my example of the opposite would be Bad Boys 3.
Okay.
Where like at some point it felt like they just kind of rolled the camera on Will and Martin. Was like, hey, say some funny shit or try to be funny. And I don't like when it feels like the humor is forced.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think the humor was forced in this movie. I think this movie was actually very like it's short, 88 minutes long, and I'm it's been a long time since I've seen. Well, I mean, for the podcast I've seen, but like nowadays, if a movie goes less than 2 hours, people feel like they didn't get their money's worth.
I mean, this is good, but I actually thought about this last night when I was watching it. I was like, what happened to movies? It's like people just make anything nowadays. Like, what happened to like not even good stories, but just like something entertaining to watch? You know what I'm saying?
Like give me an example.
Oh gosh!
First of all, why you got a fucking bulletproof vest on? What's going on right now?
Don't worry about that.
Look like you've been cycling.
Hey, don't, don't worry.
Probably on a bike you stole.
Hey, the white guy got the bulletproof vest on. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. Give me back my bike. Boom, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
I was looking, I was like, oh, he got a zipper going on.
I was channeling my inner 50 Cent.
Oh shit.
Oh
I
man.
ain't looking like Blade.
There's only one blade.
Only
Never
ever
be
gonna
one.
be one. He goes, retarded. No, I said retired.
Oh man. Oh gosh. What was the question again? What movies like no, say what happened in movies like they just
What happened to movies like this? Or what's your example of like a movie like because you said movies that like they kind of just make anything now. Like
yeah, it's like they get like a script and this is the way I feel about movies nowadays.
Mhm.
Like I feel like they write like the first couple chapters and then improvise the last of it.
okay, I can agree with that. I feel like there's a lot of movies nowadays where like there's clear improvisation going on.
Yeah, just like okay, this is this plot of the story, but I don't really know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
And it's like okay, we'll figure it out along the way. You know what I'm saying? But I
I
don't
think-
know.
Well, I feel like that happens a lot more in comedies because I feel like sometimes you let the actors just gotta be in the moment, be the character.
Mhm.
Like, okay, this is kind of what we want to see happen in this scene, but like sometimes the characters just let them be them and see if anything brilliant comes out. 'Cause that's what happened with 40-Year-Old Virgin. 40-Year-Old Virgin didn't really have a script.
Yeah, maybe tell me that. And
Yeah.
next time I fully remember that one completely. But obviously it's a classic because I never heard of Steve Carell until that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think in my opinion, I think his career took off after that movie.
Yeah, well, I think he was that, and he had The Office. So a lot
But I
of
thought
people
The Office came after that.
did it. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
I didn't hear about him. I really watched The Office, so I don't know. But
Yeah, I call it on TV too. I can't binge watch like other people do, but there are some funny episodes.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just like Kevin, the dude that's like got like the Casal cut. He just
With the
makes
glasses,
weird-
the
Nah, he's like the
psychopath
heavy
dude?
set guy. Heavy set dude.
The black dude.
No. He looks like the white version of the black
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Okay, I got you. What you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I can't point out anything specific, but yeah, I always like when he's on screen.
Gotcha. But yeah. So yeah, I guess with this movie, it starts off with two brothers, and
Yeah, one's a little person.
obviously,
The older one's a little person, and the younger one's the bigger person. And
but the twins.
yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. No, I guess never mind. I guess they're not really is. I guess one acts older than the other.
Well, I mean, I think he's older by like a couple minutes, but
Yeah.
it's the little one's the older one,
Yeah.
and he thinks of all these plans about how to rob things, and
Yeah.
his brother's the ones that does it because he can pick station and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And their mom is, I guess, a jailbird, always doing something crazy.
Yeah. Like their mom, like that. They clearly picked up these habits from their mom. It's like that's just kind of what they do. Like it's one of those families that they kind of known for just doing like some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone in your family or in your life that was like that? Like besides you, I feel like you're that.
I say this all the time. I'm my mom's worst and best kid.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you do have those families where like, that's that family that they know him for stealing.
Okay, I do have a family. I'm not going to say their names. But, grew up with them with the church, and it was like just as much of them as it was of us. But they were all foster kids.
Mhm.
But some of the kids were actually related you know,
Yeah.
through blood, but obviously their parents couldn't keep them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when you saw them coming, it was like, here comes the mess. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not gonna say any names either, but I know some people that when they would come over to my parents' house, everybody's like, "All right, just make sure you put all the toys away. Don't leave everything loose. Don't leave nothing loose because it's about to be a tornado in here for the next like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
45 minutes." What is that? Is that a lack of parenting, or is it just allowing their kids to be free and loose and not giving them any?
You see what? I don't know because I know their mom and she was no pushover.
Yeah.
Like I see them get their ass whooped sometimes. Like, ooh, that's brutal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
but they were just some badass kids.
But is that a product of that type of like childhood or being raised that way? Like you just end up, being like, fuck this shit because I done got my ass whooped. It ain't that bad. So now I'm gonna go do whatever.
And you know what? Based on what I've heard comedians and everything else,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Eddie Griffin told a story where he was trying to go play with his friends and he had to cross the street. And he got to the corner and his friend was like, come on. He looked at the porch to his mom. He was like, nah, because I can fight y'all. I don't want to deal with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I feel like when you see a whole family like that, I imagine it's just learned behavior. Like, it's not necessarily that it's, well, yeah, maybe it is good or bad, but it's one of those things where it's like, you're not when you watch the kids do it, you're like, you're not doing this on purpose. You're doing it because you think that's actually the right way to go about things.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I sometimes I see that and I wonder if I'm going to be that kind of parent. Because I'm that type of parent that's got like, hey, man, 5-minute rule.
No. Fuck no. You're gonna be an Asian Karen.
What? No. That's Asian. Yeah. Well, Karen's a natural Asian name. So yeah.
Like I said, when you are with your dogs, man, fuck that shit.
Well, just because I'm a loving parent?
Man, fuck that little motherfucker, man. Take some of that fur, shave it off, make a pillow, and be happy.
Be running my new triple fat corgi.
Man,
I mean, he was limping the other day, and I'm just like, before I'd be getting scared every time. I'd be taking him to the vet. I'd be like, yo, like you're limping and all this shit. Now it's just like, oh, he played too hard. He'd be running whenever he like plays fetch. This motherfucker be running like he Barry Sanders, and I'm like, all right, you just soar from that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man has a corgi that is like 8 inches tall, okay, and fat as hell. The little dude tries to jump in and out of his F-150, so let that sit with you for a minute. And obviously, he got little chicken legs. So as soon as he hits the floors, and here comes the rock. Oh, what'd you do? What'd you do? Me on the hand? I mean, that's a little punk ass kid. That's help next time. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference of parenting right here.
And that's why my dog's laying right here, not doing anything. Your dog's in the back robbing people and like bringing home dinner.
She's out there patrolling the grounds. You know what I'm saying?
No, she ain't patrolling the ground. She's hunting. She's hunting. I need dinner for this weekend. Dad might not be here.
Hey, call it whatever you want.
You got the only dog that knows the Cobra Clutch. Be in the back taking deer. Just.
Oh shit! Oh man!
All right, but so essentially, what happens is the mom leaves the kids when they're younger because she's like a jailbird. She's always into some shit, and she takes off after they had stolen some gems. The fakest looking gems I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they really did.
Well, yeah, they got that shit. I
was like, y'all couldn't have picked some Cuban zirconias.
I know.
At least let the light hit them right. These look like straight from somebody's teddy bear from Build-A-Bear. They just pulled off the shelf. Like, yeah, let's take these.
They got some princess jewelry. It was like, oh, let's just take the big jewels off the crown. And
for real, the Infinity Stones are realer than that.
I know, but I got an old lamp that's got like little plastic things hanging on it. Those look realer.
Man.
Yeah. But anyways, okay, so they steal those gems, and now these kids are growing up without their mom around, and they're just getting into some shit, and eventually, Peter Dinklage's character, he's JP, even though his name is JT, and And then there's Mike. His name is Moke, and it's because when they were younger, couldn't pronounce each other's names right.
Yeah.
But JP, he's in jail, and he ends up getting out of jail because Brendan Fraser, the
whale.
yeah, he's trying to use him to see if he can get those jewels that his mom had stolen back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're worth a lot more than. And then you got Josh Brolin's character who's kind of left that life behind. He's trying to start a new life with some chocolate.
Okay, so he got a chocolate bar over there.
I've been trying to figure out what movie she's from. I know I've seen her before.
Last thing I seen her in was Axel, daughter.
Oh yeah, okay, that's the daughter from that's the daughter
Yeah.
from fucking Axel Foley. Okay,
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, so essentially, it's a case of the brother getting out of jail and pulling the other brother back into his ways
Mm-hmm.
through underhanded tactics. Like, what do you do when someone? This is essentially like, remember movie Rounders?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, when your friend or your brother comes out of jail, who's you probably shouldn't be hanging around, but he's around again, and now you into some new shit. Like, well, what do you do in those moments? Or are you the one that's coming out of jail that's starting up this shit?
It's hard to say that because I'm usually the one that is doing the wrong shit. And I look back and I'm like, it's gonna work. And my friends, aka you, be like, really? And I'm like, I don't give you time. I purposely will not give you time to talk me out of it. I'm running, so you got no trip to come right after me. This is what we're gonna do.
I remember one time, and you got lucky because my friend Vanessa was the bartender, but we was at Max Cap. And I went out to my car to get something. And then I came back and you were like, yo, you got your credit card? I wanted all these shots, but then I forgot I was like, yeah, I got you. And luckily Vanessa, she knew me, so she was like, all right, we cool. But like, I was like, man, what would have happened if
I thought about that because I remember the night we were sitting there. I think we wanted to watch the fight and didn't actually party after.
Yeah.
And we was vibing with the people beside us. And I don't know if I took a certain amount of money in that I expected to spend that night.
Yeah.
Or I just didn't have my wallet. I really don't, because I know it's my ID up my wallet.
Yeah.
And my credit card or one of them. But I have no idea what happened that night. I really don't. So we sit there drinking, chilling. And I was like, yeah, just shots, everybody, come on. And I was like, oh. Oh, God.
I came back inside. You was like, hey, man. Yo, I ordered all these shots. I can't find my card. I was like,
hey, man, say, man. How much money you got? Because I kind of fucked up.
Yeah, she was cool. She was like, all right, cool. Like, she had the shots were already made. So I
know.
I ain't going to let it, just not go. So I was like, yeah.
Because that is definitely not my style. Like, if I'm ordering, especially at the bar, like, it's my scene, say I'm doing it. But for some reason, I don't know if I spent the money I had on me or what, but I didn't have it. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Bro. You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't have moments like that. The only moments I have like that's similar, and I know you're just gonna call me fat, so fuck you first of all. The only time I do that is we go to restaurants sometimes, and I just start ordering with my eyes. I'm like, oh, I want that one. And then I look at the table. I'm like, God damn, it's way too much food.
Fuck yeah! But luckily, all of us like to eat.
Yeah,
because we did that for your birthday. What was it? The Jumping Frog or some shit that we went to?
Which one in Disney?
The one in Key West. And we had like 2 plates of oysters and all different types of food because we eat whatever.
Yeah,
bring out chicken dick and fuck this, we go do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Soy sauce.
Like, oh fuck. Like, here we go. Fuck it, this we do it. But the person that was like, I don't eat none of this shit. Fucking lame ass. Can we get some chicken fingers? Oh yeah, add a tray of those too. It's a French fries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got all the food up there, but luckily we all like to eat. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't go to waste, but it was a lot of extra food.
But that was like, bro, that was like when we went to the Edison. It was the same weekend, right before we at Disney Springs, and you just started ordering stuff because I'm like, it's my 40th birthday. I'm gonna do it big. Do a big trip, granddad. Do it big.
Mr. Bitches is back.
But like, start ordering. Next thing you know, we're like, shots. Yeah, everybody. All right, we're getting shots. And I was like, oh shit. I know that fucking waiter was like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Mom wanted Hennessy. I got the whiskey. Mom be killing me because every time she drinks, she always like amazes me.
Yeah,
Like she can go.
I know.
Obviously she won't because
Yeah,
she won't. But I think on the right day at the right time, she'll be like, "Yo, let's go, get the bottle." She might out drink me. I think she probably could.
bro. The other day I was at the house and we were just sitting there talking in the middle of conversation. I forget what she was talking about. Maybe talking shit about Sarah. I don't know. She was talking about something, and then in the middle of the conversation, she was like, "Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. You want a shot?" All right, let's go. It's 2 PM, but all right, cool.
Oh man, that's why she loves me. I'm her rebel son. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You are you the black sheep.
yeah, literally. Oh man.
But no, like okay, so in this movie, you got a brother who's just kind of just trying to live more of a quiet life. He's got a kid on the way, and he's just trying to just make do with what he has, and he gets pulled back into the situation with his brother. Now, in those situations, like as an adult, you normally you're gonna be like, if that's my boy, that's my brother, let's go. But when you got like family or you got a new family coming up, like when do you get to that point where you're like, hey man, I can't do this?
Okay, one thing before I answer that question, one thing I heard, and I don't know if it was from a movie or maybe being in my programs, um, that like once you're an addict, you're always an addict, no
Yeah.
matter when you stop. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think in situations like that, like even though he had a family, it was trying to turn over a new leaf and be better. It's like you still know what that feeling felt like. Now you know there's consequences to it if you get caught,
Yeah.
but when you don't get caught, it's like, oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
And it's
That
like,
rush.
yeah, it's like, so I feel like it's the same thing. Once you're an addict, you're always an addict, no matter what.
Yeah.
So even though he didn't want to do it, it's still that in the back of your mind, like, I don't want to do it. I don't need to do it, but let me just peek in for a minute.
Yeah.
And if that first peek gets your attention, game over.
All right. Okay. So I'm not one to blame the victim, but in that scenario, something like that, like, do you blame the brother who's coming at him trying to like peer pressure him and talk him into doing the shit again, or
Of course not.
or do you blame the guy who's like, hey man, like if you're really sticking to this clean lifestyle now that I don't want to do anything, like you should have more willpower than that. Like who do you blame? Who takes the blame in that moment?
Oh, I be getting pissed. Like I said, I'm usually the one that's doing the wrong shit.
Mhm.
Um,
Until Saran challenges you to drinking.
look, how many times I tell him I'm not doing this? I'm not doing it. Like, no, I didn't come here for that. And I stood my ground.
Mhm.
And then he said the wrong words. What are you, a pussy? Oh, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You're charging my ego right now. I'm about to show you how much of a pussy I am. And who was the one upside down?
I was bobbing for apples. I don't know where y'all found apples.
I don't know. Shit, I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like, damn, I got some problems.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking back to memory lane. Like every time something crazy is gonna happen, it's like I'm usually the first one that's gonna do it. Like, nah, let's do it. Let's do it. Like, am I a bad influence?
I'm not gonna say yes, but I drink now. When I met you, I didn't.
I mean, I'm just in there thinking like you and my boys in Chicago and everything. And the kid that do something, yo, we can do this. Matter of fact, I need you to do this. You do this, do that. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And I'm always the one that's gonna do the most crazy shit. The way something goes wrong,
Yeah.
it's all on me. You know what I'm saying? I want nobody to get in trouble. But y'all try to talk me out of it every time.
Yeah, I know.
Every time.
And then Chris Brown want to be Chris Brown, and then next thing you know,
I'm gonna dance all over this bitch.
you dancing all over this bitch. I end up kicking a girl in the eye. It's just craziness.
Oh god.
Speaking of craziness, you drinking anything today?
Oh shit. Oh yeah, we did skip that whole passage. So I'm sitting here sipping on some water.
I'm good. I got another because it was buy one get one free, so I got another C4. But this one is the Fruit Punch Ultimate Energy, and I got a lot of work to do today, so I'm gonna need this energy.
Well, if that's Fruit Punch, did we know Mango Foxtrot didn't stand for Mango Fruit Punch?
Yeah, well, I mean, mango. Oh yeah, what would the F? What fruit? Mango fruit? What would it be? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This is just fruit. You ever seen the WWE ones? C4s?
Mm.
They're good, but the names, bro, it's some old school ass names. There's Blue Raspberry Power Bomb, and the Ruthless Raspberry, and like Blue Power Bomb, and I was just like, man, who named these things? Oh, who's drinking it?
The
I'm
orange
like, give me that Ruthless Raspberry real quick.
The orange super kick. The
Speaking of
tombstone.
All right, speaking of flavors, when you grab a Gatorade, what do you go by?
Look, everything is by color except for one. I always got the blue one because for some reason blue just stands out. But my favorite one is the Fierce Melon that I can't seem to find nowhere no more. If I see the Fierce Melon, I'm grabbing that one first.
So there's a Fierce Melon Gatorade?
Yes. I haven't seen it in years. I don't know if they got rid of it or what, but that's my favorite one.
I feel like nowadays you couldn't even, because the dyes that are in like our food is like aren't good for us. But like I feel like if you didn't have dye in food, like the stock in Gatorade would go way down because nobody know the flavors. Right? Like,
it's true.
Give me the orange one. Give me the blue one.
It's color, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you can have grape, blue, raspberry, whatever, cherry, orange, lime. Yeah. And for some reason, the blue one is the one I want. Yeah, it might even taste the best, which I don't even think it does. It's just the blue one is what I want.
I think it's the shade of. It's got a specific shade of blue. It looks like an ice blue. Where I'm like, right there. Let me get that shit right there.
Yeah,
but you never order it by the flavor. So imagine if you had Gatorade that just didn't have any color to it, and you had to go by the flavor. Like, I think it would lose. The stock would go down because everybody would be like, you wouldn't be as enticed to go get a Gatorade because you don't see all the different colors. All
the same color, different flavor. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because imagine if you had all Gatorades, they all taste exactly the same as they do now, but there's just no different. They're all clear. What would you do?
Then you got to read it.
Yeah, you got to read it. You got to actually go by the flavor.
Give me what is that? Icicle or ice bomb or whatever it is.
Yeah, like the frozen bombsicle.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm probably thinking two different. Okay, so I'm thinking of two different brands here, but yeah. I know they got a white Gatorade. It's like something Frost or something like that.
Yeah,
but yeah. I guess that would suck because, like I said, then you got to read.
Yeah. That's what stops our health. Is just we don't like reading.
Nobody wants to read.
You don't read nutrition labels?
Depends on what I'm looking for.
You're about to make fun of me, but I started reading labels a lot more once I started buying Ryu dog food. See, I see that. I see that look on your face.
See what I mean?
No, single ingredients. When I buy his stuff, his food, I try to go as like little ingredients in as possible. Just some freeze-dried beef liver, some dehydrated beef.
Once I saw my dog drink pond water, I was like, okay, you're good.
Yeah, I mean, he chews grass like a fucking cow, and now that it's fall, every time he go up the stairs, he tries to eat all the acorns. So, yeah, he every step he sniffs the acorns and tries to find a perfect one. He starts chewing on it. I got to pull that shit out of his mouth.
Interesting.
Yeah. At least everything your dog eats was living at some point.
Yeah, true.
Because you fucking choked it out. Put the fucking sharpshooter on it. Was like, drag that shit back.
Tap out. Like, Dad, here's dinner. Like, oh shit. Okay. Let me find the grill.
Bro, you're gonna look in the backyard. You're gonna see a deer, and then Juice is gonna run over there, give it the RKO.
If she did that, I'm like, oh hell no.
You're like Juice, get in the side, but you can take your time because I don't try to fuck with you right now.
Man. That'd be hilarious. Imagine making a meme like that, like computer graphing that. Deer come walk through the yard to see a dog come run up an RKO. Like, what the fuck?
You see that, Mark?
Oh man.
All right, so in this movie, like, it's essentially like a road trip movie, right?
Okay.
It's just a small road trip that he's trying to talk his brother into doing this job with him, and he's basically swindled him out of his job and out of the life he was trying to live. Like, I don't know. I feel like if because they make it look like, or he makes it look like he got fired from his job.
Mhm.
That's why he needed money. So that's why he had to join his brother. But if I find out that my brother like caused me to lose my job because he was being selfish and he wanted to go do something,
Mhm.
like, I don't know. That might stop me from being like, I'm not doing this shit with you, bro. Like,
Okay, so let's look at the scenario though, because if I found out my brother did that to me,
Mhm.
and we didn't get the money, I'll be pissed. If I
Yeah.
found out he did it to me, but we still doing like $2 million, fuck you. But there's a Ferrari on the street. You know what I'm saying? Just say.
you would buy it for. You don't even fit in a Ferrari, bro. You barely fit in a fucking Mini Cooper.
It's a fucking Mini Cooper. I don't want that shit. Go get a Lamborghini.
Well, yeah, I remember when I booked you the Mini Cooper. I was like, "Yep, there you go."
That thing was small. Surprisingly, I did fit in it though. I mean, it was actually more comfortable than I thought it would be.
It is. Mini Coopers are nice, and the way they drive, like,
Mhm.
it's fun. Like, if you put the windows down and just like whip it on the highway, it's fun just because it has how agile it is. Like, I love my truck, but sometimes driving that shit on this highway, it just gets scary when the wind starts blowing.
Really?
Like when you're driving an 18-wheeler, like a good gust comes, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Shit,
yeah,
shit blew me off the ground. You know what I'm saying?
off the ground, like you were levitating for a quick second.
It's a couple seconds. Shit. Had to call out Jesus.
What's something? I'm not advocating a robbery, but what's something that you would give up your quaint lifestyle to go after?
Obviously, money, but it's got to be a certain amount, and it has to be mapped out so well and executed so perfectly, where it's like if we got caught, it's because somebody definitely snitched.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you trying to rob a bank?
Not even the bank, something like Ocean's 11 type stuff.
Oh, so like some place where you can get like a big windfall. Do you go after the big amount, or do you go after like a medium and small amount so people don't know?
I mean, of course you go big, go home, but at the same time, as time is crunching down, you can get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna leave richer than how you got there.
Yeah. Okay, but what's the amount that gets you to sign up for the job? To put your resume in.
This probably sounds cheap as hell.
Yeah.
But if I did a job and let's say there's 5 of us,
about 350.
fuck no. No, at least I'd be $1 million. I mean, a million a person. Like I said, if there was 5 of us and it's like a $5 million job, and we each got $1 million out of it. Okay.
I used to think that. I used to think that $1 million was a lot of money. Nowadays, I don't know. I think I need enough so that I don't have to do this again.
Oh, definitely. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
But if you can get $1 million, in my opinion, and know how to invest some of it or be smart with at least half of it to make it generate something back to you, it's not a failed attempt. You might blow 500,000, but if you could take 500,000 and make it double off of a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, but if you done put all that work into stealing the money, and now you got to do a bunch of work into like properly investing it, why don't you just steal enough so you ain't got to fucking worry about investing it?
Oh, definitely. I'm saying $1 million is the lowest amount. And if you're talking about like Fast and Furious, 11 million a person. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need enough to where I got to be like, all right, like I'm cool. I don't need to fucking do this again. I don't need to live outside my means, but I'm not gonna be shopping at Dollar General, buying
shit. I still will.
Vienna sausages.
Hey, I still will.
Yeah, I know you would. That's like Frank Lucas in American Gangster. Got all that money, was driving around that busted up car.
Hey, it's how you keep the attention off you.
I get it, but then why have all that money?
For a rainy day.
What rainy day? Because the minute you spend the money on that rainy day, people will be like, hey, where the fuck does this motherfucker get all this money from?
Shit, I've been working and saving.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing, right? It's like, you know, you get a lot of rich people who they spend all their time making all this money to the point where it's not even about how much money they have. It's just the idea of, can I make more money? So
Mhm.
it's like why, like, why even do that? Like, you have it all. You don't need any more money. Why are you out here just still, hunting for more money? And vice versa. If you're a good drug dealer and you got hundreds of millions of dollars from all this drugs you sold, but you can't buy anything nice because people are gonna know, wait, where the fuck this mother get all this money?
Yeah.
Then why do it?
Um, security, I guess. I don't know.
What security? Motherfuckers coming to kill you.
I mean,
More people are coming after you now.
that's if they know you got it. If you like lay low with it and everything else. I mean,
Yeah, but then again, like I said, what's the point of having all that money if you can't show it off a little bit, right?
yeah, because
Like
you
you
want to
said,
show it off.
like you said, you get that much money, you want to splurge, you want to buy a fucking Ferrari. I
Hmm.
don't.
You know what? I'm going to the store and I'm buying the good bread, not the dollar bread. instead of getting the peanut butter just as peanut butter, I'm getting Jif. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting the peanut butter and the jelly in the same jar.
For real. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get the idea of, acquiring that much money to then either not be able to do something with it, because if you do, people are gonna be they're gonna be eyes on you,
Hmm.
or just the hunt for more and more money. Like, at some point, fucking relax. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's the biggest problem. Some people just don't when to stop, when to relax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, think about how many people you know that go to the casino and just don't know when to stop. You know what I'm saying?
I got
If I,
two brothers.
look, I was gonna say the names. You know what I'm saying? If I go to a 50 and I hit 100, I might stop right there. I already just doubled my money. I'm cool with that because I
Bro,
came just to see. You know what I'm saying?
I remember one night I lost 900 in there just because my brother was on a hot streak.
Mm.
I was so mad. I took out 200,
Hmm.
lost that. So then I took out another 300, won my 200 back. So that gives me 500 in my pocket, but then won an extra 400. So I'm at 900,
Mm.
right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good to go. Meanwhile, Sarin was on a hot streak.
Mm.
Everything was going good for him. So I'm just getting there bored. So I'm like, all right, let me go sit down at this other table and just, play a little bit. And I was playing 3-card poker at one point, and I was doing good. So then all of a sudden he sits down next to me, and then he starts winning everything. I start losing. And I was like, he was, you all right? I was like, man, I was winning until you fucking sat down. And I got up and walked away. And then the other guys at the table were like, yeah, actually he was winning until you sat down. So like at the end of the night, I walk home $900 less than what I fucking had.
Mm.
Sprint goes up like $2,700. So I'm like, I get why you didn't walk away, but like,
Yeah.
now I'm fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a perfect song. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You know what I'm saying?
So in this case, you had the mayor, or not the mayor, the judge, who his dad, like the Brendan Fraser's dad, he wanted the jewels because they were worth like $4 million now.
Yeah, something like that.
If you a judge, right, $4 million isn't really that much to you.
Well, they looked like they were in the trailer park, so it might be.
Well, what do you mean? One day weren't they at I thought they were in like a nice house where he was doing the shooting.
Yeah, he was up. He couldn't hold the damn rifle right.
Yeah,
But I mean, like, he's a judge, so obviously he had the money.
yeah,
But what I'm saying is for that area of looking, basically how the movie looked,
yeah,
nobody looked rich in that town.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So 4 million might have been a lot.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would just think, for a person in that position, that like, I don't know, I would have to go after something bigger. That's the thing. Maybe it's just because it's 2024. 2024, $1 million ain't cool. You know what's cool? $1 billion.
Yeah.
That fucking social network shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
But so what was Brandon Fraser's? I know he was a We kept calling himself a community officer or something like that.
Yeah, he was a CO, like a fucking like the guy in jail, whatever.
Yeah, but
County officer.
but obviously the judge was his dad.
Yeah,
So unless I missed something, how they know that they had the jewels in the first place?
because it was his mom.
Mhm.
His mom was the one that stole the jewels, so
Mhm.
they were letting him out of jail. I think he told them or whatever, but it was something where like they're like, okay, like your mom knows where the jewels are,
Mm.
because they stole it, they went on the run, and then you know nobody knew where his mom was, so they're like, you know where your mom is. If you can get those jewels back, we can get you out of jail and all this different shit.
Mm.
Well, I mean, what about the mom? Like what do you think about a mom like that? That's like, for what I presume, just selfish.
I was
Like,
gonna say selfish as hell. That's the first one that came to my mind.
yeah, like how do you think that fucking what kind of path does that put a child on when you have a parent like that?
Um, I guess one of two ways: they either become selfish too, or they don't, which I think is the telltale of the sons. One was selfish, and one wasn't. One was actually like they're both just like their mom, but one's the selfish side,
Yeah,
and one was, I guess, the caring side, so to speak, or whatever.
yeah. But I mean, no, but I mean, do you like if you? I mean, did you ever have any instances where you felt like I'm taking on some traits from my parents that like maybe I don't necessarily want?
Um,
I mean, you chew
I
with your
would say
mouth
no.
open, so
I can do that. You know what I'm saying? um, I guess yes and no, because like I told you, when I met my dad, or the last time I actually met him,
Mhm.
being older and more developed into myself and understanding more about me.
Yeah,
Like even though I never grew up with the man, didn't know much about him, I saw a whole lot of me in him. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's like I know what you're gonna do because I do the same exact shit. No, we didn't grow up together, but I came from you. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're doing. The only difference is I'm not a sleazeball about it. I'm
yeah.
just an asshole. Big difference. You know what I
No,
mean?
but I mean, yeah, but I mean, do you have a specific trait that you're like, I wish I wish I didn't inherit this from my parents. I got mine. I know mine. I think
I
it's my
mean,
tough love thing. Or
um,
maybe not tough love, but it's my kind of like hey, just walk it off. You
I,
good?
I don't want to say this on a cliche, but I don't think there's anything that I developed that I regret developing.
Because why?
It's like,
Because you are who you are because of your development.
yeah, pretty much like I am who I am. I mean,
Yeah,
granted, there's some things wrong with me. I try to change, but I don't try to blame it on something. Like
yeah, yeah,
well, my mom
yeah,
did this, my dad did this, so this. Nah, I mean, this is me.
yeah,
Like like I told you the scenario where my mom dumped the garbage on me.
yeah,
You was like, "You think she was wrong?" And I was like, "No, because I'll do the same shit."
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I understood the message behind
yeah.
it.
No, I
Other
get
people
it.
might be, other people might
I,
be like, "Yo, that was wrong," but I don't feel like it was wrong. I feel like I got what I had coming to me.
no. I feel like just because you deserved it, don't mean it wasn't wrong. Don't pour trash on your kid's head, but you did some shit where you deserved it. So it's like it's not a catch 22, but it's like it's double edged sword.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel the same way in the sense that like again I inherited a lot of traits from my parents that I love.
Hmm.
So and they've made me who I am. So I can't be that upset about it if I love who I am as a person. But sometimes I feel like I wish I had a little more empathy in a sense that like I'm always like, hey man, it ain't that bad. Because you don't get to choose how a person feels about a certain situation, right?
Hmm.
It's like what might seem like nothing to us might be the worst thing that ever happened to someone.
Yeah.
And like when growing up with my dad, I'm like, hey man, just fucking suck it up, get back to work. But some
Hmm.
people need that moment of, hey man, you good? Like, hey, like a little pick me up. I wish I had a
Yeah.
little more of that.
For you or for you for other people?
I feel like for me, I feel like
Okay.
there's some days where I feel like I should. I'm always all right, man, just fucking just suck it up, just keep going, kind of thing.
Hmm.
But like, I wish I had more days where I was just like, hey man, like you're allowed to cry right now, bro. You're allowed
Mm,
to take a minute and just, wallow for a second and then really regroup before you come back. Because I always feel like
mm,
sometimes it's not happening as fast as I want it to, or it should be.
gotcha.
You know,
Mm.
I was using this example the other day, but I was talking about Bob Ross. You know, Bob Ross, the painter.
Depending, yeah.
How like when I would watch him paint, he'd do these crazy paintings in a half hour. And so when I was painting, if I took an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'd be like, something's wrong with me. I
Mm,
watch this motherfucker do it in 30 minutes. Like, why can't I go that fast? Why can't I
mm,
do it that fast? So then, you start cutting corners. You start not taking that, like, you start just not really focusing on what you're trying to do because you're just trying to get it done.
mm,
When it should be like, hey man, like, it's okay. Take your time. Take your
mm.
time. Really focus on it. Really take your time and do what you feel is necessary for that painting. And however long it takes is however long it takes. Stop, acting like it needs to be done faster than it's being done.
And you understand too, this dude was a master. You know what I'm
That's,
saying?
yeah, just because he
I
was
mean,
half black.
he did have an afro,
Yeah.
but I mean, when you practice your craft, it's
Yeah.
second nature to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I wish I could do martial arts like Jackie Chan and Jet Li, but they were doing this. They were doing this. They were doing this in the womb. They probably kicked their mama's stomach all in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they came out doing this shit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be mad because they're extra quick. They've been doing this shit. I just started like last week.
No, but no, I get it. But but you gotta have that kind of grace with yourself, right?
Okay,
Like
yeah.
if you taking karate classes and you out here trying to do a high kick, but then old Wing Chun over here, fucking Johnny Lee over here can always already do a split and kick in the sky. You be like, why can't I kick that high? And
Yeah.
you get hard on yourself for being like, why
Mm,
can't I do this like this person? And then when you should be able to give yourself some grace and be like, hey man, like it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen for you. Like
mm,
don't worry about it. Like just take some time and just be good for you with yourself versus being so hard on yourself.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think one of the lessons I learned watching this movie was kind of just being like, at the end of the day, your relationships with the people you love are your relationships with the people you love.
Hmm.
And no matter what they've done in life, like if you truly love people, like there's never a I'm done with you.
Mm,
You know,
mm,
I kept asking myself like, hey, what's like after watching the movie, I was like, okay, what does it mean to truly have someone's back? Like, or like, because I guess when you see people who like, I'm done with you, I'm done, I don't want to deal with you anymore, and all this shit,
mm.
and then you ask yourself like, is that true love? Is that really love, or is that like, or is that obligation, or does that person feel like they have an obligation to that person to be there versus I love this person, so I'm gonna be there by this,
I
by
think
this.
it all depends on, I guess, a circumstantial situation. Because I find myself in situations where I love somebody to the end of the time, but
Mhm.
loving them is hurting me, and I
Yeah,
can't afford to be hurt no more.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, and I can see how, I'm saying, I can see how it would make the other person feel like, did you ever love me?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, of course I did. Like, you can't tell that I did.
yeah.
I just don't love the bullshit that came with it.
Hmm.
In
But no,
this, you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
but in that instance, is it a matter of, um, it's like okay, if that's how the scenario went, if that's how everyone feels, why is that scenario still a scenario? You know,
Um,
why isn't that person cut out of your life? If do you feel like you love them so much that you can't cut them out of your life, or is it a matter of like I feel obligated to be by their side because I feel like I'm supposed to be there.
I don't know how much sense it's going to make, but remember that song X Factor by Lauryn Hill?
Yeah,
And no matter how I think we grow, you always still let me know it ain't working.
yeah,
And when I try to walk away, you'd hurt yourself to make me stay. This is
yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like, I think you can love a person so much, and loving them ain't good for you,
Yeah,
but you love them. And I think when people get to that point or it's like, yo, I can't do this no more. Whether it be from your siblings or your spouse or your friend or whatever. Like, I still love you, but I gotta live from across the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if this sounds right, but the love I give you ain't coming back to me. And I don't think it's like supposed to be the same way. It's just not in no way at all.
Yeah.
I
get that.
I just thought of a movie. Oh, gosh, I can't think of it. But nah, it's the wrong scenario.
Diego goes to jail.
No, no, this is actually a good movie. But I can't think. Oh shit, it's actually a good movie. No disrespect, Tyler Perry, but it was one of those like more heartfelt ones, and I can't think of it because I'm getting it mixed up with Remember the Titans, and I know I remember the Titans because of the scene I'm thinking of, and I want to say Antoine Fisher, but I can't get the scenario right. But if I can go Remember the Titans, remember when Bertier and the black dude are arguing, and he was like, he told him, he said, I think you're a waste of God-given talent, or whatever case may be. You don't care about nobody but yourself. Yep. If you can change that scenario to like, you don't love nobody but yourself, because every time you go do something, you leave somebody else to dry, aka me, and I'm supposed to be right there behind you.
Yeah.
And we can't play like this if we ain't protecting each other.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could put it, but that's not where I want to go with it.
I get what you're saying. It's like it's one of those things where it's like the love you're showing me isn't love for me. It's a byproduct of you loving yourself, in the sense that like at the end of the day you're gonna come first, all the time. Which for me, I don't blame you, but at the same time, it's like when you make that pact, you're making the choice to put the other person as at least on equal ground as you, and you're not showing me that like you view us on equal ground.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that.
Excuse me.
Side point, I can't watch Antoine Fisher. I can't take it seriously.
Seriously? I ain't seen it in years. When it came out, that was a dope ass movie.
Yeah, but it was written by Antoine Fisher.
I mean, if it's his story, it's his story.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna embellish? How you know what he wrote was actually what happened?
I mean, shit. Jay-Z wrote "Song Cry," one of the best songs he's ever written. But it was made by 3 different scenarios. And he meshed them all into make one story.
Yeah, but he wasn't telling the story of his life. He wasn't saying this is my childhood. This was "Song Cry." This motherfucker was like Antoine Fisher by Antoine Fisher. I came out. I was 6'4". I was 6'1" when I was born. I would make up if I wrote my own biography like that. I'm like, this one time when I was 5, I beat the shit out of Jackie Chan in the karate tournament. But
that doesn't even sound. If you gonna make it sound believable.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. What's the most believable lie you can make about your life that people would believe? I'll actually tell you mine right now because I've done it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so hold on, I'm gonna stand up. I got a scar on my stomach. All right, hold on.
Okay, you know what?
The scar right here.
Okay, yep. I asked you about that shit, so I want to see what you said.
So, one time I had convinced my friend, who's a wrestler, and first of all, fuck you, I just showed my stomach on camera.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna bypass that. I was like, I ain't gonna give you.
Hey, listen, bro, listen, your boy changing tires right now. Okay? All right, you're trying to go over that low profile. Anyway, I convinced my friend that I had gotten shot.
Oh shit.
He's like, for real? I was like, yeah, man. Like I grew up in the projects, and it was just kind of like not the best area and shit like that. He goes, oh, you for real? You not fuck? Oh shit, yo, you like 50 Cent, man.
But see, it's a situation like that where it's believable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you actually have proof that it looks like it was a bullet shot or bullet scar. So it's like, oh shit, seriously? I'd never known, man. Yeah. But it looks believable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna make up a lie, at least make up a good one.
All right. So what's a lie that you would make up about your life that would be believable?
I gotta think. I ain't lied in so long.
I know it's been like an hour.
I don't lie to them. I either just don't say shit, or I'll tell you the truth. One of the two. A lie I make about myself that sounds believable.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I had that reverse vitiligo. I mean, people already think I'm Oreo anyway. Shit.
Listen, I bet you if you told people that you ran away from home when you were 10 years old, people would actually believe you. Because like Chris, his survival instincts is kind of like, you don't just learn that shit.
Yes, you do. It just depends on where you got it from.
I mean, you don't learn that shit if you had a normal childhood. So you like, maybe that is true. Maybe he didn't run away when he was 10 because his mom took away his hammer pants.
I can't dance no more. I'm too legit to quit, baby. I got to go.
You ever seen like Don't Be a Menace? Yeah, I got dreams.
Yeah.
All right, final thoughts on Brothers.
Okay. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't talk much about the movie, but it was better than fucking Terrifier. I'll tell you that right now.
Hell yeah.
It says 88 minutes, not long. Final thoughts. It was a decent watch.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, if I had to say yes or no, if I liked the movie, I'd say yes. Like,
Yeah.
not a complete no. Like nothing extra special. Excuse me about it, even though it has a bunch of A-list actors in there.
Yeah.
But just something cool to watch. Yeah.
Same. I think it's. I'd recommend it. I think it's just a fun movie to watch. You don't really take it too seriously. You know, it's not. It's not too intellectually deep or anything like that. It's just, you know, it feels like those '80s movies that, you know, just were just kind of a good time at the theater.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
It's a good time at the theater after you're done. Yeah, I really like that movie. And then, you know, you go on about your day and shit like that. You're not sitting there with deep thoughts about it, really. You're not thinking about, you know, how this is going to impact your life. It's just kind of, you know, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I will say, so in your spare time, watch Logan Lucky.
I've wanted to watch it because I like when Channing Tatum does comedy.
Okay, but it's not really him. It's like I said, the movie's not funny, or in my opinion, made to be funny. It just has funny parts to it.
Okay.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Insane.
I'll check it out. All right. Well, that's the latest episode of Surratt and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Surratt, aka Makazi,
and your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Fort Delta. Before we get out there.
Yeah, and you know, if you see Chris on the Tour de France, you know where it started.
It's the Tour de Bama. Shit. Man.
All right.
I'm a warrior.